Okay, let's see if we can figure out how to get out of here again. No exit. Well, what does that mean? Must be able to go out somewhere. What does this say? Car parking visitor center. What does this say over here? Exit only. Do I have to pay $10 to get out? Oh look, no I don't. Yes. Okay, so this must be the border crossing. Rainbow Bridge pedestrians to Canada. U.S. government visitor parking only. Welcome to New York, the Empire State. Left on Rainbow Boulevard South. Alright, whatever this is. Twist of the mist. Turn left on Main Street. This must be this. Pay toll ahead. Cars. $3.25 US, $3.25 Canadian. Buses
Drive 1.1 kilometers, then take ramp on right to Victoria Avenue.
Let's see if I've got some money somewhere here. Cars, buses, RVs. Well, hello, it's Nancy today. We are at Niagara Falls on the Canadian side, which is where you see the whole spectacular thing. So we're going to go and see if we can find a good view of it. Alrighty then. Okay, so there is windy. Wow. I'm starting my soap making process. I have been cutting up this stuff. And now it is going to cook up. My boys will be very glad not to be home. They do not like the smell of it at all. That's okay with me. Okay, so I'll keep you updated. I'm just going to slice this up again. I won't be able to slice it up with one hand though. Okay, see ya. Bye. Good morning. It's Nancy today. I put a hat on for you. Okay, I want to show you the rain chain. It's really amazing. Isn't this gorgeous? Can you imagine what this would look like with the sun on it? But that's not happening for a while. And we have another one over on the other side. Along with this icicle, but far over there is the other one. I wonder if you can see it out that other window. Oh, and there's one there too. It's harder to see. Aren't they beautiful? Let me see if I can show you that other one. Da 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 dum. Da 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 dum. Da 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 dum. There we go. Some people think rain chains are for winter. I mean for summer when it rains. But actually, a rain chain is most often more beautiful, much more beautiful in the winter. I love them. Do you like the rain chains, Willem?
Yeah, we do.
See, I forced the forsythias. Isn't that amazing? Just amazing. Some of them are just gonna come out now. See, they get really dark first. They look like they were gonna die. Why the buds look so dark. And then they burst open, like so. All I did was cut them off and bring them inside. Maybe these will continue to open. I guess they will. More of them are open now than were open last night. How exciting. Okay, bye. So this is a pretty part of West Virginia. At least I like it. I can't see the colors in the iPod very well though. Maybe there aren't very many colors. Oh. Good morning. Well, it is, what time is it? 7:35 on the 18th of April. And I'm in my teepee, and this is the Crystal Palace. I have been doing a lot of work on it. As you can see, this is the old door. I have cleared it out. I moved it over. I've gotten all that wood outside. This is the only part that hasn't changed, just right there. And see, I have it behind it. It's all cleared out. I did an amazing job. I had a huge fire yesterday. And I'm going to remove that, but I'm not sure where that should go. I don't really want that to get wet and be destroyed, so I have to think about that. That's a pottery table. Anyway, it's very spacious in here. I covered this side, which the windows are off. I took these are the tarps from the ends of the tempo, you know, for our car, our temporary garage. So those are two of them, and I have one more which is out there. And I'm going to put it up here. It should go probably from there over to here. It's not so large at the top, and it will probably cut out a lot of the water that drips in. And just a thought. We'll see how that works. It's raining now, as you can hear. All right, truck, finish and go by. Get gone so we can hear this lovely rain. It's chilly today. This place was amazing last night. Willem and I were in here, and it is all lights. It is amazing. In the daytime, you can't really tell all the balls, but at night, all the balls reflect, and they are amazing. I didn't take you any videos last night. Now you can hear the rain, can't you? I got a singing bowl. I did. I got it yesterday, and Willem and I played it last night. He's so musical, and he was saying that you can hear two tones. There's a high tone and a low tone, and sometimes they're both sounding, and sometimes it's just one. And then I was able to continue getting it to go, and it went really high. It's hard to hold on to the stick against it when it's vibrating so hard. And then the vibrations got really short. Millions of them. I hear the grouse. So I've been journaling about my day. That's my journal. I love my journal. Live journal is awesome. I've told you this before, but it's well cross-referenced. You can tag things and you can put them in memories. So my life with my kids, my family, the things I do, it's all in memories. And there's like 12,000 entries. And so everything that's about the Crystal Palace is there. Every single entry. It's all labeled under Crystal Palace. And every single entry about flowers or anyway, many things. There's pages and pages and pages of the memories. And so all the things that I've written about in the last 10 years, I try and write down everything. So everything I've written about is there. I love this teepee. It's so much bigger now that things are out of the way. I'm going to put I'd like to have a garden around the back of it. I don't know how it'll work, if it will work. I don't see why it won't work. It should increase the heat for sure. Anyway, so that's the update coming to you from the Crystal Palace where we are doing some renovations.
It's raining again. Want to hear it rain? Not you, dear. I hope you liked it.
Well, this is nice. I'm sitting here in my little screen tent, not getting wet. I'm able to look out at the pond and at the rain falling on it. Isn't that nice? Good morning. I didn't do my hair, of course. That would be like too much all at once. It's very nice. It's like being in a tent. You hear it. I love camping. I don't really love camping. I love the sound of the rain on the tent. Yes, and I love the smell of the campfire. The other day I went kayaking in the pond and I brought out the logs and my poor postal digger. It had been dropped beside the birdhouses, down there by the last post. Hey, mosquitoes coming in. I'm so blessed. I'm just so blessed. What a miracle. This little tent was $10. $10. Where did I get it? Walmart? I think so. Maybe it was Canadian Tire. No, I think I got it at Walmart. It's really nice to be able to sit outside. You don't have as clear a view outside, of course. It's mostly white. But look at this. You're under the shelter. You know what flowers those are? Those little purple ones? Are they a kind of aster? Look at the bubbles on the pond. See, the raindrop hits, it creates a ripple, a little tiny ripple. And if you look over there, you can see all the ripples heading out and bumping into each other. But here you can just see the ripple around it. And then it bumps the water up and makes this little nipple, like a baby bottle or a pacifier. I know you can't see very well with this camera. All day I was thinking it was Monday. I have to go to Ottawa and let Daniel use my car for his driving test, his G. I have a graduated driving system here. I think at 18, is it 18? Maybe 17. You're allowed to get your learner's permit. It's a 365, which means you've got a year with it. And then, but I think you have more than a year. I think it's good for 2 years, or even 3 years. I don't know. And then you get your first part, your G1. Or maybe that is a G1. Anyway, you get a learner's permit of some sort, which is good for a few years. And then you get a G, maybe it's a G2, and then you get a G1, and then you get a G. Something like that. So you're allowed to drive on divided highways on one of those levels. And you're allowed to drive after, like in the middle of the night. You're allowed to drive after a certain time of night with one of those levels. What was the frog that got over there? Came out. I have to turn my little tent around so I can see. There's a mosquito in here with me. Now there's a mosquito corpse in here with me. I should put zippers on these, you know. I wonder how long a zipper I need. 1 foot, 2 foot. Then it would bulge that part out. Should go right up, I guess, to here. I did get some Velcro things for it. I was going for a walk, getting a little exercise this morning before church. Oh yes, I forgot it was Sunday. I forgot it's not Monday. Willem has an appointment back at the doctor at 5:30, and Daniel has his appointment for driving at 3:45. There's no way to do both with the same car. So I guess I have to take a different car into Ottawa on Monday. We'll have separate cars. I think it's different when I go in by myself. I don't, when I'm waiting for Willem, I go to places that are nice and pretty, and I park there and violin or walk or used to bicycle. Do interesting things. But if I'm not waiting for somebody, will I do such interesting things? Maybe. Blackfly's coming in here now too. See, this post here is beside the forsythia. I should take a photo of that. The daisies are starting to bloom. I was thinking that I would cluster things. I would put all the daisies, remove all these flowers, and put them all in clumps. Maybe I'll put little circles, and I'll... We are getting a rainstorm. It's missing the rain chain.
Sort of an umbrella would not be helpful.
No, you need a total raincoat.
Reindeer.
What? Look at it. It looks like somebody's just dumping a bucket of water off of the roof onto the rain chain, but it's missing. It's done. That's a lot of rain, Willem. Well, I'm so glad it's raining.
Finally, the pond will fill.
Finally, we'll have some rain. I need to water the teepee. I have to turn on the water in the teepee. I was going to do that when I came in, but I didn't. I like looking at the way it's coming out there. Well, it's a good thing we got out of the pond. We would have gotten wet. You know what? The mosquitoes cannot fly around while it's pouring. We can go for a walk without getting bitten. Can you believe that?
Wear a swimsuit on, walk to the pond, and swim.
Wouldn't that be, oh yeah, I want to make a movie of the water bouncing.
You're rather than me.
You what?
You rather than me.
Yeah, I know, but I don't feel like it yet. It'll have to rain like this for a long time, so I'm ready. Well, I don't know. Like dump some water on your head there.
Why so dumb?
What?
Why so dumb?
Yeah. I thought it would be done raining by now. I thought it was all used up. I didn't think there'd be any rain left. Konstant ein Habelpaar, zonder kampen, zonder spaar. In der EVP in het land. That cup rain chain does not work at all. Nothing is happening. It's not even pulling any water. Well, it's raining. Yay! Now everything will grow. It'll be like spring. I can't believe how beautiful it is after that rain. I have to notice this. Oh, look at this. Look at how much this tree has grown this year. I would say it's about 16 inches. My pathway is now obscured, and this pathway is encroached upon. Oh my gosh. But the mosquitoes are out in force. Mosquitoes are so bad. They talked about them on the radio. They even said, well, they said that there's a mosquito found in Florida 20 times as big as a regular one. You believe that? I've got the soaker hoses on, but I have to go to the dump. So I'm glad to hear it's not just us that have these millions of mosquitoes. This is getting to be normal. The new normal. Oh well, we'll just smile anyway. Pretend we don't notice. Look at that. Okay, I'm off to the dump. Bye. Oh, it's Nancy today. Some of the bugs have found me though. They're getting in. There's so many of them. They have a lot of possibilities of finding their way in. Each one can hunt in a different location. Willem! Forgot to turn off the Christmas lights. Screen time is great. Don't need to have a frame for it. Luckily, somebody's frame must have broken, and they threw away the tent by sending it to the dump. These are expensive. At Canadian Tire, this screen thing costs about $80. Uh-oh, we've got some bugs in the bottom down there. Well, it's definitely a season for the mosquitoes. There's such a plague. People are canceling their reservations at cabins. You know, people rent a cottage or cabin. For a week in the summer. People are canceling them because the bugs are just too bad. Can you hear them? It's like a symphony. Or tinnitus. I had to kill mosquitoes last night before we went to bed. We don't get mosquitoes in the house anymore because we don't open the windows. And we put the air conditioner in the window. Anyway, but I killed about 10 of them. I went to bed. And then, I opened it up when I moved my head. And then, a few minutes later, well, maybe more than a few minutes, but I had to get back up, turn the light on, and get out the fly swatter and kill more mosquitoes. And I killed another 10 or so. How did they get in there? Where are they hiding? I guess they hide where it's dark. So down behind the dresser and places like that. But then they came out when they felt it was safe to do so. These guys feel like they're right by my ears, but I think they're on the outside. It's gotten very thick in here. Very jungle-ish. This is like black fly season. And I guess mosquitoes are, in a way, better than black flies because although they'll swarm you and buzz in your ear and everything, they don't climb up under your scalp, under your hair, and take a chunk out of you. Those take a chunk out of you kinds are really horrible because they hurt and itch. I don't bump up from mosquitoes, thank heavens for that. I would really be in trouble. And I think there gets to be a time when you've had enough bites. Like Willem is no longer having problems with getting bitten. Uh-oh. They found an opening down there. A little tiny opening at the back there. And they found it, and a whole bunch of them have come in. Guess they noticed their brethren are disappearing. Where'd you go, man? I got in here. I am here. I'm having a feast. I heard that, or read, that mosquitoes have to nourish their eggs. In order to lay eggs, they have to have blood. I don't think there's enough animals to sustain this population of mosquitoes. Personally. I mean, there's only so many birds and small rodents. And there are things like, sorry, I gotta fix the thing with this thing here. There are things like deer, which are bigger. I remember once I was doing a deer with Frank, and we were skinning it, and it was night, and we were skinning this deer. Or not skinning it. What were we doing? Yeah, I guess we were... Well, it was a deer, and he had brought it over. He'd hit it on the roadside, and it was summertime. So he brought it over and wanted me to help him. So it was like 11 o'clock at night, and we laid it out on the ground, and we were completely covered with bugs. So I guess roadkill is an incredible source of blood for mosquitoes. They could probably smell it from a long way. But still, if they're thick in one place and they're thick everywhere, how do they all get over there to get it? I wonder how far a mosquito flies from where it is hatched. Probably goes on the breeze a bit. Don't know. They're in. They have come in again. I dare not get out of here. I have to stay here forever. Of course, this is getting to be not a very safe place in here either. Sometimes they bite you from underneath the whole thing, right through the fabric. They're definitely getting in. It's not relaxing, is it? Are you feeling relaxed? Are you feeling horrified? Look at them all down there. They've gotten in. It's a veritable graveyard of dead mosquitoes. Look at them all coming in. And those look like they got some blood in them. There seems to be, this year, the mosquitoes look a little different on the wall when I'm hitting them. The mosquitoes are not as brown as usual, they're black. And there's also some that are almost see-through. So, I don't understand that at all. Are there varieties? Well, you never feel lonely when you have mosquitoes. And they know you're here. Keeps you mighty busy too. I was going to show you the pond. That was the whole idea. Oh. It had opened up behind me. I had moved my head. Should have a zippered body bag you could just get into. Oh, I had a great idea for an invention yesterday. Yes. When you... Oh. If I reach down there to kill the mosquitoes that are biting my leg, I will get undone up at the top. Or I will let in 100 more. Willem! Willem! Turn off the lights! Turn off the lights! There, I think he heard me that time. I wonder if I could outrun them. There's no way you can outrun mosquitoes. Well, this has been a lovely time with you all. About 1 million of you in here with me. Do I look better with my hair down in the front or up in the front? It's too late to find out now. Okay, bye.
Good morning. It's Nancy today. Well, before I get up and start my day, I thought I would have a little talk with you. Good morning. It's another day. It's Monday. I love Mondays. I love my life. I have a wonderful life. I'm so blessed. Well, I was going to tell you about the videos I've been uploading just yesterday. I went to the pond and I took my underwater camera. It's a Fujifilm shock, water, dust, freeze-proof camera. It's a little blue Fujifilm camera. Anyway, it's really a nice little camera. It only has 5x zoom, but I had it and I put it just below the surface of the water and just above the surface so you could see the water jumping. Oh, it was so wonderful watching. I just love watching the way the water looks like that. And when it rains really hard, well, when it rains a little bit, you get these little tiny bubbles, the head of a pin. And they roll between the raindrops. They're rolling around. It's almost like there's one for between each raindrop. Every raindrop makes one little bubble. And when it rains really hard, then you get these big bubbles. And so you have the pond dotted with these big bubbles. They're about that high. And then the raindrops in between. And it was interesting. I was trying to see if all the little raindrops all the little bubbles that were skimming the top, that were rolling on the top of the water, if they would collect to make those big ones. But it didn't rain again after I had started realizing that and watching that. Anyway. So I made these videos of watching it rain. And it was so nice. So that's what's being uploaded now. I made a few videos, 3 of them. I think that you have to watch through, like one of them was pretty long. I think it was 15 minutes long. And if you're not going to watch the whole thing, check as you go through it, like just click to the various parts of the video, because I start seeing something else and filming something else that was really interesting. Well, I forget what it was now or at what point, but it seems like 5 minutes before the end, I started filming. What I was filming changed. And then when I wasn't filming and it was still raining, I saw this triangle. I thought, I mean, it looked like about the shape of a bullfrog, and maybe not quite as big as a huge bullfrog, but I don't know, about that big and about that tall. It was a triangle, and it was angled upward out of the water. Let me see now. That would be the vertical part, and that would be the triangular part. Can't keep my finger straight. How would I show it to you? Oh, okay. Like that. It was sticking up out of the water like that. And I watched it, I looked at it, and I realized it was the head of one of those huge centurion turtles. Imagine, one of those huge tortoises is in my pond. Oh well. And there's a lot of the pond that is not very deep, because the pond is so flooded now. This whole year, it's never gone down. So a lot of the pond is over the edge. It's on the whole road that goes alongside the pond, the flat area. So that is about, I would say, 18 inches to a foot below the surface. It's really deep in the pond. And the rest of the pond, is 7 feet deep. And as I swam yesterday, there was no cold water anywhere. Like down at my feet, it was like I was treading water vertically. And there was no cold water. There's 5 icy springs that feed that water. But it was so warm. It was amazing. Just amazing. Anyway, but there's also this turtle. I was standing there or something at the end, if you go down the pond, you get sort of near the far end of it, and then there's a shallow area. It was only a few inches deep, right? And now it's, I don't know, a foot and a half deep or something. But anyway, I was down there at the end where it goes from being deeper to shallower. And actually it was more like 3 feet deep there. Whatever. So I felt this something go past me. And it was like a push of the water against my back. And I thought that was strange. I turned and looked around. There was nothing there. And then yesterday, I felt something go past me. Like really go past me, beside me. And it was, this is before I saw the turtle head. And then I turned around really fast to see what had gone by. And because you can feel the water move beside you. And anyway, one of these centurion turtles, they displace a lot of water. They're about a foot wide and a little longer. And maybe 5 inches tall. And they're powerful beasts. Really powerful turtles. Anyway, but it went by pretty quickly. And then I saw the water movement. It was a still surface, and I could see the movement of the water going on top. Not like with a beaver where you see the head at the front and then the V on both sides of it. But I could just see sort of the ripple effect from beneath the water, like not breaking the surface. And it was about a foot underwater or so. Well, maybe, yeah, because it went by about at my chest level or something. It was beside me. Anyway, and I was sitting or squatting or something. I was down, so the water was up to my neck. So it was about a foot under the surface, and it was just motoring right past. And anyway, and as I watched, I kept eye out for this afterwards, wondering what was that. I mean, it was like it was a huge fish, is what I thought at first. I knew he did not have huge fish in there, and I thought, well, what in the world is in here? It was like a barracuda, what's going on? And then I remembered, of course, the turtles from the stream climb out onto the gravel road. It's mostly a sand road. And they lay their eggs in the sand. And then when they hatch, they all go to the water. And so this one, after they lay their eggs, they walk back to the stream, and they plop down into the stream. Well, this one must have come walk back down into the pond. Or maybe he just went for an adventure. Maybe he could see the silver light of the pond. You know, at night the pond is always silver. The water's silver, no matter how dark it is. Just the reflection of the sky is not actually black. Not as black as the ground is when you're walking in the dark. Anyway, so we have a tortoise, well, a huge snapping turtle in the pond. And I did research them, and they don't go after you. You don't have to be afraid of them biting your toes. They're going to stay at the bottom and avoid you as much as possible. But probably because there was so much activity when it was raining, I guess he was up off of the bottom because of the rain, and it was dark. No, it was not dark. It was just, it was, because of the rain, it wasn't sunny. But he was very content to be up near the surface. And I watched later from my little dock, and he came up for air 2 or 3 times during the rain. It was raining pretty hard when he surfaced. How long can they stay under? Do they ever have to come up? And he was up, and he came up a few times. I have to do more research about turtles. There's just not that much where I looked to explain their life cycle to me. Anyway, so that's my new quest of the day, is to investigate the turtle more and see if I can spy on the turtle from up on the mounds of soil and overlook the pond. Maybe I can use my zoomy camera and zoom down in and see if I can see through the water. Polaroid lenses are good if you want to see through the water. But the water's not clear. The water is, it is greenish. It's a light green. Like I don't open my eyes underwater a lot. I guess I do sometimes. I don't swim underwater a lot. But anyway, I guess with my camera, if you get down near the bottom, you can see with the camera. So I tried to film with the camera near the bottom. Go scouting to see what the camera could see that I can't. But if you do see something, you don't know what it is, right? Or where it was in relation to the pond, if you're swimming along with the camera. That Fujifilm camera does not do so well when you're moving. When you're moving, it makes awesome photos. It makes awesome still videos. They're so clear. Oh my, so beautiful. Anyway, I guess I've been rattling on a lot. So have a good day. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Well, this is it. We're in the teepee. I have lots of lights up. I'm waiting for my hooks so I can put them up on the right spots. And so they will all lay flat against the teepee and go from very low. But they are at least up now. Hello! So here I am in the teepee in the rain. I've closed it up and I've got a screen on the door. And I've got that little off thing. Let's see if I can show it to you. It's right there. Blowing away. Keep the mosquitoes from wanting to come down in here. But they're coming in anyway. Not too many though. Not like when I first arrived here. When I arrived here, there were, I don't know, 500 in here, maybe 1,000. Yeah, easily 1,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10 in that size of an area. So there's easily 10. There's probably 20 or 30 of those groups. Anyway, there was a lot of mosquitoes in here. I took my a towel and I waved it around. Or actually, I took a screen and I waved it around and then I stuck it in the door. And I put this so it goes all the way around the top of the teepee. So the rain isn't going to come in. Of course, it will come if it comes through here. Oh, look, two little friends. 1, 2, back on my shoe. Anyway, so if it does rain, it could come in and land onto that and then come slide in here and drip down here. But it's not doing that. So this is where the dock is. This is such a wonderful little spot. I love teepees. It's an enclosed place. And of course I love light, so I have to put lights up. It's really neat in here. It's nice you could come be here with me. And the day will come that we will have a campfire in here. Willem doesn't want a campfire right in the center of here because he wants it to be, doesn't want to step in the ashes. So I have to think about that. How can we do it so that we don't step in it? We have it over there on the edge, which is sort of okay, but you know, like if right now, if you wanted to have a campfire, you really couldn't have one. I have to think about that. This has fallen down. Oh my goodness. We can't have that. This goes up here. From here. It goes up here. Back in there. There. That is better. Just imperfect enough to be normal. I can clip it to here, I guess. Probably better to even clip it up higher onto this one. There. It needs to be a little further down. There. That's good enough. Well, are you ready to go and watch the water droplets hit the water? I think I could do a video on that. So let me go get changed and get in there. Bye. So I'm going to get in right here. So I'll just have this laying here so I can pick it up and put it around myself. Alright. And off we go into the pond. Let's hope it's not terribly cold. Nope. But I got water at my nose. Here. Okay. See if we can show you the water bouncing on the pond. beautiful? It's amazing. How the little bubbles roll on the water. I guess it's raining more lately. But as it rains harder, the little bubbles get together faster. You can hear the rain in the woods. Isn't it nice to hear the rain in the woods on the leaves? I'm taking this with a Fujifilm camera. It's called Fujifilm Water Shock Dust Freeze Proof. And it's a 5x wide optical zoom. Not very much zoom, but anyway, I don't see any number on it. FC. Anyway. That's what it's called. Coming down harder. Still see the little bubbles on there, right? There it comes again, I think. Okay, that's enough for now. Bye. It's raining. We got big raindrops. Let's get in. What? No. Big raindrops. Raindrops keep falling on my head. That doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying's not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining. It makes these big, huge bubbles on the water. You see that, Willem? I'm filming them. What? Ah, I can't see you. Boy, look at it. Listen to the rhythm of the falling rain, telling me just what a fool I've been. Wish that it would go and have me start again. When it started to rain, oh, something's on your front of you. Willem immediately ran to the teepee. Actually got my violin stuff and other things and ran to the teepee. What? Yeah, it's 2 layers too. I put the second layer back up. What do you think of my little campfire thing on the metal there? Well, it looks like the rain is over. Except over there, it's still in those trees to the far end. Listen to the rhythm of the falling rain, telling me just what a fool I've been. Rain, please tell me now, does that seem fair? Are you getting wet in there? You could move the ashes out of the way so that it won't splatter. It's raining on that side of the pond, but very little on this side of the pond. So we're going to go to that side where it's raining a lot. And why? Why? Because I can. I can swim. I can swim again. Did you take my laptop too? Oh, it's on the chair.
under the red jacket. Thank you, Willow. Raindrops keep falling on my head. Making the water colder. Look at it coming down up there. This is so much fun. You can really hear it on the teepee. Boy, is it ever cold rain. It's raining too fast for air bubbles on the surface. You can sit down, you know, in there. You can sit down in there. The chairs are all waterproof. What? Something's trying to get in? No, that's on the road. No, he doesn't have a cab. He's not going to come in now. Oh, maybe we should drive out now then.